Hello and welcome. I'm Saeed from StoryPlanet.net. Dive right into the essence of the most captivating books without reading them cover to cover. Whether you're on the go, at the gym, or just relaxing at home, we offer you a unique and enriching listening experience. Today, we are exploring the book Everyday Ubuntu, a creation by Mungi Ngomane. In Everyday Ubuntu 2019, the 14 Practices of Ubuntu, a South African philosophy that emphasizes the interconnectedness of all humans, are explored. Through uplifting case studies and actionable exercises, this book demonstrates how one can embrace Ubuntu to foster stronger connections with others and attain inner peace. Before we delve into these revelations, it's interesting to note that Mungi Ngomane is a dedicated supporter of human rights, specializing in the empowerment of girls and women, as well as the safeguarding of refugees. Her endeavors have included tackling Islamophobia, promoting peace in the Middle East, and advocating for the freedom of the Palestinian population. As the granddaughter of the esteemed Archbishop Desmond Tutu, Ngomane carries on the family legacy by passionately striving for fairness and the innate worth of every individual. With 8 key ideas to unveil, brace yourself for a deep dive into this captivating book on StoryPlanet.net. To start, the text encourages individuals to find value in their connection to humanity. The text discusses the concept of Ubuntu, a South African philosophy that emphasizes interconnectedness and deep connection with others. It suggests that practicing Ubuntu can improve our lives and bring meaning. It shares stories about how Ubuntu influenced a future Nobel Peace Prize winner and the actions of Nelson Mandela. It also highlights the difference between hope and optimism. Key idea number 1, belonging is achieved when we recognize the interdependency of all humans. Modern technology has positives and negatives. It allows access to information and global connections, but can also lead to self-centeredness and a sense of loneliness. The South African philosophy of Ubuntu promotes recognizing interconnectedness and the inherent value of others. By focusing on how others contribute to our lives, we let go of comparison and competition. Shifting our thinking in this way helps us feel a sense of belonging. Simple actions like making eye contact can foster meaningful connections with strangers. Key idea number 2. To connect with others, it is essential to understand their perspectives as well. The text discusses the concept of Ubuntu, which encourages us to consider the perspectives of others, even when we deeply disagree with them. It uses the example of a black woman living in apartheid-era Johannesburg to illustrate this point. The author's mother, despite witnessing violence and injustice, reflected on why white people might behave in hurtful ways and saw them as individuals benefiting from a situation rather than inherently evil. The text emphasizes the importance of understanding someone else's perspective and how it can lead to greater understanding, empathy, and support. Key idea number 3. Respecting others is essential for reconnecting with our humanity. The key message is that respecting others reconnects us with our humanity. Archbishop Desmond Tutu's perspective was changed when a white priest showed respect to his mother. Respecting ourselves is the first step to practicing respect, followed by treating others respectfully regardless of who they are. Nelson Mandela is a good example of someone who treated others with respect, even those with opposing views. To treat others with respect, we should pay attention to how we speak about them. Key idea number 4. Embracing hope as a way of being helps us persevere through difficult situations. Hope is more than just a word we use to express what we want. It is a state of being that helps us endure challenging experiences. Unlike optimism, which can easily turn into pessimism, hope is steadfast and can be chosen to hold on to. Adopting an attitude of hope means having faith in ourselves, others, and the world. It makes us resilient and helps us work through difficult times. Studies have shown that maintaining a hopeful attitude can lead to success even in challenging circumstances. To cultivate hope, pay attention to negative thoughts, practice gratitude, and take care of your health. Key idea number 5. To forgive others, it is important to recognize and accept their inherent human nature. Being hurt by others is a part of life, and forgiveness is essential for healing. Forgiveness begins with acknowledging the humanity of the person who hurt us. Understanding their circumstances and experiences can help us find compassion. A personal example is provided where a woman forgave her attackers after learning about their difficult upbringing. Forgiveness is a process that requires patience and persistence, but leads to emotional healing and connection with others. Key idea number 6. Diversity should be seen as a valuable asset rather than something to be afraid of. The key message of the text is that diversity is an asset we should embrace, not fear. It highlights that if we were all the same, we would fail as a species. Embracing diversity requires humility, acknowledging that every individual is of equal value and being open to learning from others. The example of the Tunisian Dialogue Quartet illustrates how diverse groups can successfully promote peace. Diversity enriches our lives and is a blessing we all benefit from. The text encourages us to question our judgments of others based on their differences and consider if it's due to fear of the unknown. Key idea number 7. Being honest about our current situation is crucial for making progress. The key message is that in order to move forward in life, we must be honest about our situations and embrace both the good and the bad. This is often challenging but necessary for healing. The example of the Truth and Reconciliation Commission in South Africa is given, where Archbishop Tutu confronted a terrible discovery and publicly expressed his sorrow, which inspired compassion and support for the affected families. It is explained that humans have a natural capacity for empathy, and reaching out to others for support in difficult times deepens relationships. Key idea number 8. Deep listening cultivates compassion and open-mindedness within us. Listening deeply is a sign of respect and increases our own compassion and open-mindedness. It requires giving our complete attention, making eye contact, using open body language, and asking questions to clarify understanding. It is challenging to put aside our own views and make time to listen to others, but by doing so, we develop empathy and find connections. Services like Samaritan's Hotline provide a safe space for people to be listened to. Through active listening and embracing differing views, we can create positive change. In conclusion, the key message is that modern technology allows us to connect with many people, but these connections are often superficial and lack respect. Ubuntu emphasizes the deep connection between all humans and the value of each person. Embracing this belief leads to honoring and respecting everyone we encounter. Using humor can help connect with others and create a sense of belonging. The recommended book to read next is The Power of Nunchi, to learn about understanding others without asking questions. Thank you for listening to this summary. If you enjoyed this exploration, we invite you to discover other fascinating books on storyplanet.net. Don't wait any longer. A multitude of books, stories, and knowledge await you there. See you soon on storyplanet.net.